Top B2B content marketing trends for 2024. The top B2B content marketing trends of 2024 are coming into view in 2023's final week. Find out how data privacy and artificial intelligence will make your brand's owned media and content quality more vital than ever in the year ahead. In our last edition, we discussed how brand building became the top marketing trend of 2023. So in this final week of 2023, it seems appropriate to look ahead to the top B2B content marketing trends for 2024. I'm hesitating for a couple of reasons. It seems like every other business writer is choosing the same topic, and business readers have always been extremely skeptical about predictions. It's true that predictions are never as accurate as people want them to be. Even so, as Dwight D. Eisenhower said, plans are worthless, but planning is everything. By that, the former president meant that by examining trends and projecting them into the future, we gain insight into future possibilities. We always benefit from that process, even when our forecasts miss the mark completely. So in that spirit, I'll share some thoughts on the top B2B content marketing trends based on the research and experience I've come by in 2023. I hope you'll gain some insights, even if I'm out to lunch on some of my predictions. Third-party cookies. I'll start with an easy one. I realize that Google has postponed this move several times since 2019, but it really is going to start phasing out third-party cookies starting in the first quarter of 2024. The process will continue throughout next year, and it may carry over into 2025. Google will be shifting to its privacy sandbox philosophy, and since it's the industry leader for web browsers and search engines, that will set digital privacy benchmarks for the entire web. That means B2B content marketers are likely to find themselves facing higher bids for ad placements that aren't targeted as precisely as they used to be. Brands will need to focus on making better use of the data they collect directly from potential clients, or that prospects offer voluntarily. Your team will need to identify prospects by considering their group interests rather than their personal search patterns. They'll also probably need to dust off some basic content strategy tools like customer personas, profiles, needs, and behaviors. Artificial intelligence, AI, maturity. Now that ChatGPT has taken center stage for just over a year, we're starting to gain a grasp of some best practices for using it. Even so, AI adoption reminds me of the old joke about high school sex. Everyone thinks everyone else is doing it, nobody's doing it as much as they say they are, and nobody's doing it very well. One thing that's becoming painfully clear is that direct content creation and editing are not ChatGPT's strong suit. It can churn out long-form articles in the blink of an eye, but an even more massive content deluge is the last thing B2B content marketers or their audiences need. AI tools shine when they're applied to market research and personalization. Unleashing AI on your company's internal data resources can help your team compile some of that first-party data they'll be needing as third-party cookies fade away. By applying AI to mining your in-house customer data, your team can come up with some of those insights they need on customer needs and behaviors. They can experiment with those discoveries as they refine the buyer journey and improve customer experiences. That's not to say that AI has no future at all in drafting content. It's just that once the novelty wears off, I believe B2B content creators will apply tools like ChatGPT or Bard to tasks like brainstorming, SEO, keyword research, and writing prompts instead of writing content directly. Owned media and channels. Throughout 2023, the social media world was all a Twitter, so to speak, about major brands' mass exodus from the X social media platform. My sense is that because of that unsettling saga, B2B content marketers will be withdrawing from other third-party platforms and easing back into content channels they can own or control. So some of B2B brands' own media, such as the corporate website, blogs, email, webinars, and podcasts, will be back in vogue in 2024. Refocusing on media your brand controls is another great way to adapt to the new data privacy rules by collecting customer data directly instead of through third parties. Brand building. The brand building trend that dominated 2023 will carry over into the year ahead. B2B content marketers will be competing to connect with potential customers through memorable, interactive buyer journeys. As we mentioned in our last edition, to differentiate your brand in this competitive marketplace, your team will have to establish authenticity through thought leadership. Your brand's content will need a distinctive sense of purpose, expressed through everything from personalization and emotional appeal to a uniform and engaging graphic design. Content quality. Even taking all of these B2B content marketing trends for 2024 into account, as always, your brand's content quality will be its decisive success factor. In an environment where 81% of potential clients conduct online research before contacting anyone in your business, no skill is more important than strategic storytelling. There's every reason to believe that buyers will be even more likely to research brands before reaching out to your sales team. In most cases, they'll review as many as a dozen articles about your products before reaching out in person. Effective content strategy and design, combined with a sound grasp of archetypes and plot lines, will be vital. They'll also be table stakes in the coming year. In 2024, B2B brands will be venturing even further into multimedia formats like podcasts, video channels, and virtual reality. Mastering and applying alternative media as part of an effective content strategy will be a recurring theme in the year ahead. Invent the future. Jotting down all these thoughts is reminding me of another quote, this time from computer scientist Alan Kay. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. I'd like to thank all our readers for making our 100 editions of B2B Billboard successful over the past couple of years, and offer you all my hopes for inventing your brand's future in 2024.